What's good, beautiful people? It's Thursday, the 25th of July, 2024. Welcome to TDA, the day after your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by you guys, the culture. Big up everybody that's listening. Brent, how are you, man? Brent's getting himself sorted and whatnot.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, morning. I am absolutely shattered. I had no sleep whatsoever. Yeah. I was supposed to do something,
Yes.
and obviously pertaining to the thing on Friday and everything on Friday. And there's certain parts I kept just drifting off. And you know how my chair is like clients and stuff in it. So each time it was processing something. I reclined my chair, but then I caught myself waking up an hour after. You understand? But I still had to finish what I needed to finish.
Yep.
So I would continue again and then catch myself waking up 30 minutes after. Only to find out I caught myself waking up at 7:55. So I sat in this chair since last night.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
So battery's done.
Guess it's safe to say it won't be a long show, man.
No, we'll have to give the people what they want, obviously, but it's definitely going to be a long show. We went to Sace's thing yesterday.
Big up Sace every time.
Yeah. 1st of August is when the short film is going to be coming out. I don't know if it is. I want to basically share everything about the short film because obviously he and the film
Director,
God willing, should be passing through to tell us all about it. But it was really good. I guess it was shot well, casted well. He spoke well. I mean, there was a point where it was quite touching. But he's a superhero, man. He's a real life superhero, and everybody who turned up on the night also probably shares that same sentiment. And we are blessed as a community to have a man like that, choosing every single day to continue.
Yep, 100%.
His duty.
100%.
Again, more once it is that he comes on and has the interview. But it was cool. So it was myself, Esther, and Ramsey.
Yes.
I didn't know you weren't going to be there.
Yeah, because you know my condition, man. I wanted to go, man. I was saying to Ramsey, but I don't want to be in a situation where, because obviously, not obviously, but you know when you're not feeling too good, yeah, in the mornings when you're feeling the best, innit? You know what I mean? And come, the late hours of the day, that's when, for some reason, it just tends to get worse, innit? So I didn't want to have like a little bit of a setback in it. And plus I didn't want to spread anything if I do have something, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just thought, let me just chill and sit out, man. But yeah, man, I really wanted to be there and obviously watch it and everything. But like you said, we're going to have Sace and Adeyemi here as well, innit? So can't wait for that interview. Can't wait for that, man.
Yeah, Adeyemi spoke very well. And I didn't know that Receipts were interviewing them either.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, because I was with them early on in the day, innit? And then I had to have a meeting with composers. Yeah.
Sick.
And I missed them just at the end. By the way, the episode of the Receipts that's going to come out next week, Wednesday, is going to be a good one. It's with... Nah, I don't think I should say it because they normally tease it. But it's a very good one.
Sick.
Very, very good one. So check it out if it is that you guys listen to the Receipt. If it is that you don't, please check it out. It's quite good. But yeah, I missed them when they left. So when I saw them walking on the stage now in the evening, I was like, can you imagine? Yeah, and they only realized that I was in the audience when... because I was shouting out certain things during the talk, innit? Yeah, the microphone kept on cutting out,
Okay.
drifting in and drifting out, and you could see that it was kind of frustrating to say this a bit. And there was a part where is that he was talking about how he's looking to have a mentivity school, right? But that part, the microphone cut off, so I shouted, "Say that again, louder!" So then I think that's when he also clocked that I was in the audience. So everybody kind of laughed, and then he said it again, and everybody clapped and whatnot. I went up to him afterwards, greeted him, and I gave him his envelope.
Oh. Good.
Yeah, I gave him his envelope. Anyway, he's a good man, and Adiyemi is good man. The software engineer that was sat next to them, I think he used to be a cohort of that particular youth group. Like when it is that he was younger, and I think he's now a BT software engineer. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So 1st of August is when the film drops, but we will know more about that when it is he comes on. But
Yes. Sick.
good. Special shout out to Heather. She always sends me anything that I put up, like in the beginning of the show, where it's an announcement of something that's happening in the Black community. It's her that basically passes it on to me.
Big up, Heather.
And she attends every single motive known to man, like every single one. And she also she attended some sort of workshop with the writer of Shifters.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it is that you saw the email that I...
Yes, yeah.
So you see how one particular person is trying to get us to liaise with this particular theatre group in order to do this, that, and X, and she's bounced into her. She met her.
Yeah.
And she told her about TD, and that's what she always does. She literally just preaches, like every single time. She wants the community to basically benefit from anything that she feels is worthwhile. And she's now sent her an email to basically say, "Yep, Brent's down for you coming on the pod and this, that, and next."
Sick.
Yeah. So special shout out to Heather. She's
Big up, Heather.
really a godsend. Very, very, and she's an investor, by the way.
Of
So
course,
she's
of course.
fully
She sounds like one.
fully
You know
a
what I mean?
full-on supporter. So
Alright, sick.
yeah, I can't wait to make sure that she has a nice little spot in the after party for the live show.
For real.
I don't know if it is that she'd be up that late, but
Oh, Brent, can you turn up the mic a bit?
on mine or yours?
No, as in just the volume so I can hear you a bit louder.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, Ramsey, he tried to tempt me to eat vegan. Right?
Okay then.
But he flopped, right? Because he couldn't make it to the spot on time. So he had to cancel the booking.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. And we ended up eating something else. I had chicken in mind, by the way.
So you didn't even get to sample the vegan option at that particular place?
No. I needed strength. But one thing that happened at the event was a guy spotted Ramsey and just beelined straight to him
Oh, serious?
and said, "Oh my goodness, I'm a big fan."
Oh, sick.
And then shook his hand, right? And then he shook Esther's hand, and he says, "Yeah, I watch you." Now, what do you think Ramsey did?
What, you mean after he shook his hand?
Yes.
I don't know. Said, "Thank you, man." I don't know.
He was dumbfounded. Like he was just like there in headlights. And he's kind of looking around. He's like, "You sure you talking to me?" Oh my goodness. So my theory, right? I don't know if it's dispelled just yet, is either he's seen him on TikTok, right?
Okay.
Either he's a daily watch of the show, or he may think he's Scribs from Filthy Fellas.
Imagine. I thought he was going to say mugs, you know?
No. Because they have the similar look in it.
Okay.
And but then Ramsey's fighting for the mention because he said that he greeted Esther afterwards. You understand? So I don't know.
I mean, it must be TDA.
Yeah, it must be TDA.
Must be,
He's not ready yet for the people to come through and say, hey, bro, I'm a big fan. And he was a bit vexed that myself and Esther ducked out right after the show was finished.
Oh, yeah. That's what you people do all the time,
he doesn't know that we're not interested in that social stuff. So he's like, what? He's like, go wait outside. He really, really wanted to spend time just
wanted to network, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, he wanted to.
This he's wild with his multi-man, right? There was a track that was playing that he said that he used for Put You On, one of the tracks. I can't remember what it was. And he's there saying, you see, now you like the track, but when it is that I put it on Put You On, you give it a 2. I said, I can't hear the track. I can hear like drums right now, but you don't realize babe people are talking. But anyway, he convinced himself that I now like the track, right? And obviously he proceeded to start calling me a dickhead. So he then, a stranger sits down next to him. He turns to the stranger and starts talking to the stranger, like just like nothing, right? And then all of a sudden, I hear dickhead again. And I'm turning around and thinking, I hope he's not telling this guy this entire thing that he's just made up. Yeah. He told that guy the entire thing that he made up. 100%. And he called me a dickhead. He actually referenced me.
In the story?
No. He said, this dickhead over here, do you understand how wild that is?
Very.
Do you understand how wild that is? And the guy's a black guy,
Oh, man.
The guy is a black guy. I said, Esther, I said, if there was another version of me that it's not acceptable, and I would tell him it's not acceptable in front of the guy who is basically titled dickhead as Brent. Do you understand?
Can you imagine?
But I just sat there thinking, I have to probably get used to this. I probably just have to get used to this. This is probably just how it is that he communicates. It doesn't matter who is sat next to him or him not understanding that type of etiquette isn't fine with me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is he sees who he is, right, in relation to me and in relation to the environment that he's in. I don't know. But when I heard that, I'm like, what? And I asked him, do you know that guy? He said, nah, he just keep it sitting next to me.
Hey, man. That's Mr. Ramsey for you, man.
Mad.
That's his affirmation.
His love language, yeah?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's his love language, man.
But I told him come Friday he can stay as long as he like and he can socialize all he wants. All he wants. Let's see how many friends he has at the end of the day. But he's gonna be in heaven, all these black people around him.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Yes. All right. Let's get in.
I believe that the whole Spotify comment thing is broken.
Okay.
Right now. If it is anybody, I'll leave in comments. They're not coming up, right? But I don't think it's just us.
Okay.
I think 3 Shots complained about that the other day, so I think they're fixing some. Maybe there's a bug. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, cool. We'll get that sorted. Hopefully. ASAP. But yes. All right, Brent. Let's go into our headlines.
Oh, sorry, Crud Crew. Skits.
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 Okay.
His name is Skits. Thank you very much. And yes, Heather says I emailed Lynette already. Beautiful.
Big up. All right, people. So our first headline, of course, surrounding the whole Conservative Party, and it's about the former former Security Minister Tom Tugendhat, who has now joined the race to replace Rishi Sunak as the next leader of the Tories. He's the second person to formally join the race, with Shadow Home Secretary James Cleverly announcing his candidacy on Tuesday. Nominations for the race opened up on Wednesday evening, with Mr. Tugendhat, Mr. Cleverly, Suella Braverman, Priti Patel, Mel Stride, Kemi Badenoch, and Robert Jenrick, understood to have picked up the paperwork required to stand. Mr. Tugendhat ran to be the leader in the competition in 2022. I'm not too sure if you guys remember that. And he was rewarded with a cabinet role despite falling short of the top job. The current contest will run until the beginning of November. So that'll pretty much sync up with when we find out who the next president of America will be as well. Next headline, and the Duke of Sussex has said that his decision to fight against intrusion from the tabloid press has been a central piece behind the breakdown of his relationship with the rest of the royal family. In December, a High Court judge ruled that the Mirror Group newspapers had unlawfully gathered information for stories published about Prince Harry. Speaking for the first time since the 4-year legal battle concluded, he said he felt vindicated by the ruling, calling it a monumental victory. But in comments due to be aired as part of the ITV documentary on the Thursday, Prince Harry added, "It would be nice if we did it as a family." Prince Harry, who became the first British royal in 130 years to give evidence in a court, told the programme his decision to fight these cases had caused part of the rift with the rest of the family. And our next headline, trigger warning on this one, guys, and this is going to be the topic of our topic of the day. And it's about the police officer who, just acted like an animal, man, and basically kicked and stomped on somebody's head at Manchester Airport. So that police officer has been removed from operational duties after a video emerged of an officer kicking a man's face before stamping on his head during an arrest at Manchester Airport. Greater Manchester Police Assistant Chief Constable Wasim Chowdhury described the footage, which has been widely shared on social media, as truly shocking, and that people are rightly extremely concerned about it. The mobile phone video from Tuesday appears to show a taser-wielding officer kick a man in the face before bringing his boot down on his head as the suspect lies on the floor with his arms by his side. He kneels on the suspect's back as a woman shouts at the police to stop. The same officer then points a taser at another man who has his hands behind his head. He appears to land a blow to the back of his neck as he's taken to the terminal floor. On Wednesday night, the same Assistant Chief Constable Chowdhury said that one male officer had been removed from his operational duties, and we are making a voluntary referral of our policing response to the Independent Office of Police Conduct. And that's it for our headlines. Let's get into the topic of the day. All right, people. So like I said, this is going to be our topic of the day. It's so sad that obviously yesterday's topic of the day was based on something so similar. You know what I mean? Obviously, this is across the pond in America. It's funny also. It just makes me think of what's the Bible's name?
Black Lad Connected.
Huh?
The Black Lad Travel.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, exactly. Where he said, what's the point in discussing what's going on?
Yeah.
Obviously, the irony in it. But, yeah, man, like, Brent, if you don't mind, can you please show the video? Trigger warning, guys, as well. Like, this is very disturbing imagery.
Let me put up the... and the trigger is probably going to last, maybe close to 7 to 10 minutes of video. Then we'll take the video off and we'll continue talking about it. So if it is you want to tap out during that time, you can.
Yeah.
Have the timestamp. All right.
So we're going to load it up so you guys can see everything that we're talking about in context as well. As much context is that's available.
Yes. Yes. All right. So this is the one that everybody's seen.
Move back! Shut up!
Okay.
Move back!
This is not the one that everybody's seen. Why is this so far ahead? Let's see. There we go. All right.
Oh shit! Oh, move back! You stupid bitch. Stop kicking people! You don't camera! Why are you kicking off? Oh shit! Shit, leave him! Move back! Shut up! Move back. Oi, oi, so move back. Oh shit! Oi.
All right. So you've seen enough of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we've got this here.
Yeah, these lot all come out of airport. There was an Asian lad. Police were trying, I don't know, they had him against the wall, just scruffling him about, you know, roughing him up for no reason. And his brother were there and his mother were there, and they must have pushed his mum or something as well. So although the brothers got daft and started punching the officers. Now, what's happened is when they've tasered one of the guys and he's on the floor, you can see in the video I've just sent now, yeah? He's fully tasered, his mum's on the floor with him. He turns his head and he gets kicked full whack, toe pegged in the face with steel toe caps. And that's when everyone's flipping Ali's side, everyone's recording. So, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Everyone's recording. And Ali got pepper sprayed, Ehsan got pepper sprayed, and they were trying to, one of the officers apparently lost his phone, so they were trying to search these lot, and then, I don't know, Ali's been locked up and Sai's been locked up since last night, 8:30 or something. So we're just waiting. The video that you lot have seen, that's after when the other set of officers come. They don't know what's going on and they're just trying to get these lot in the corner. But it had nothing to do with these lot, they've just been locked up for no reason.
All right. Then we have this other angle of the viral video. This is after he's kicked him in his face.
Fucking record! Don't fucking do that shit, alright? Fucking jokes. Don't you dare do that. Get down! Get! It's got nothing to do with me. Shut the fuck up. Hey, you alright? Move back, everyone. Auntie, come here. Come here, Auntie, come here. Stand there. It's okay. Auntie, stand here. Leave it. Why are you kicking me for? Shut the fuck up. Say, leave it. None of our business. Auntie. Auntie, don't get involved. Auntie, do something. No, bang on. You've got all that stuff there. Said, shut the fuck up. Some shit going on get them on the bastard. Pick this with you. Get out of the suitcase. Whose is this? That's not ours. Cause I don't know, bro. I'll be honest with you. Hey! You've got him on the floor. Stop being aggressive. You've got him on the floor. Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not a racist officer. Yeah, you heard it. Racism at its finest. Police brutality.
And so these two are carted off, but their colleagues come back and start harassing these two.
He didn't fucking do anything! Get off him! He didn't fucking do anything!
Insane.
Brothers only intervened because an officer hit my mom in the face for no reason. Backstory is some guy swore at my mom and rammed his trolley into her. Bro, as apne, no one is more precious than a mother. Yes, my brother assaulted the guy who hit my mom. These coppers took his side and went all out on my brothers. Clip collaborates the story of their mother being assaulted. Visible signs of assault are visible throughout this clip.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, so we've seen this already. So, additional information. Due to lack of evidence against them, the boys are at home and not facing charges. If they did attack the police, they wouldn't be at home right now, which is true. My brothers, later scarred and marked. Love to everyone showing support. We all appreciate it. Works still not done. Keep sharing. You all seen the video, how messed up it was. This is the lawyer now, I'm guessing.
So I'm with Ahmad and Fahid here. They were released not long ago from Hheadllines police station. They then had to make their own way to the hospital. But in reality, because they've had head injuries, it was the police duty to take them to a hospital. But nevertheless, they made their own way. And now I've documented their injuries, and we are headed to Rochdale police station to make a formal complaint of assault and wounding against the police officers that have assaulted both Fahid and Ahmad and their elderly mother, who was just there as a bystander. So we'll keep you updated, inshallah.
And rightfully so. I'm looking to press charges.
100%.
They must not get off of their necks with this one.
No chance.
Because based on the BBC article, it was suggesting that the reason as to why it is that it was such excessive force was the two boys attacked 3 police officers, one being female and one breaking her nose.
Yes.
Right? Now it's reading as though the mother was attacked first and then they retaliated. I don't know about the broken nose and this, that, and next, because obviously they're free in it. I don't know if they're going to be... I don't think that makes any sense.
Are they saying that somebody else, a random guy, was the one who attacked or disrespected their mum first, innit? And then the police got involved and sided with the other guy?
I hear the trolley was pushed.
Yeah, something.
But that might be the random guy incident, right? But he said that the police officer hit the mum, hence him retaliating.
Okay.
I'm sure that's what it was. Let me just double check. Brothers only intervened because an officer hit my mum in the face for no reason. Backstory is some guy swore at my mum and rammed his trolley into her. Bro, as apne, no one is more precious than a mother. Yes, my brother assaulted the guy who hit my mum. These coppers took his side and went all out on my brothers. So maybe because an officer hit my mom. No, he says officer hit my mom in the face for no reason. Yeah, maybe it's 2 incidents here.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever it is, the main thing with the engagement with officers is that he says the officer hit the mum.
Yeah. It's almost like the guy with the trolley obviously swore at his mum, rammed into his mum. He's responded and beat up that guy, basically. Police have come along, tried to beat him up and his brothers, and obviously he's defending himself against the police. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, where would the broken nose and all that stuff come from? So it's almost like they've obviously taken the other guy's side immediately
Yeah.
and come to, apprehend him apprehend, assault him and his brothers. And then obviously you see what we got there. But these people are just...
I don't know if your sequence of events is detailed here, though, because it sounds, based on what you're saying, the viral video that we saw is them apprehending these guys after the incident of the trolley stuff. And I don't see it like that.
Okay. Either way, this was bloody excessive force. This is ridiculous. This is definition of police brutality. And apparently one of their excuses was they thought that they feared that their weapons could be taken from them by the brothers.
Yes, that's what the chief, what was it, chief constable, something like that?
Yeah.
Chowdhury?
Wasim Chowdhury, yeah.
And I'm guessing he sounds like a brown man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So they pushed him out to basically,
Exactly.
Yeah, talk to his quote-unquote people. And he was like, the reason why you're seeing such violence is because they feared, the arms police feared, that their weapons may be taken whilst it is that they're flipping, got them on the floor, face down with a toe punt at the side of the head and a stomp. Each time I see stuff like that, man, the stamping, where you have your teeth, your mother effing face on the ground, and someone looks to stomp. That's attempted murder.
100%. They're trying to kill him.
Full force that person's putting his foot up to just to let it drop on your head whilst your face.
Yeah. And remember, like, these ain't regular boots, trainers,
Steel-tipped mother effers.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell people, man, that the devil is not under the ground. Like, he's not coming from no, secret place. He's walking amongst you. Let me read out the statement that they put out here. I think there's two statements they did, but this is the first one that came out. So this is their story. Officers were called to reports of an altercation between members of the public at Terminal 2 at Manchester Airport. While attempting to arrest one of the suspects of the earlier altercation, 3 officers were subject to a violent assault where they were punched to the ground. A female officer suffered a broken nose and all 3 were taken to hospital for treatment. As the attending officers were firearms officers, there was a clear risk during this assault of their firearms being taken from them. 4 men were arrested at the scene for affray and assault on emergency service workers. Crazy. Crazy. These people are insane. Absolutely insane, man. I don't know how they could in any way justify this. I just don't understand. I don't know how they can justify this. I'm glad that obviously we've seen videos of the brothers that are all cool. They're back home and everything. But this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. And
honestly, if I am the guy filming, or if I am the guy who's just watching this, and let's say like a Stephen or a Daryl is on the floor, and I see that toe punt, and I see that stomp, Emmanuel, I cannot not get involved.
100%.
Emmanuel, I cannot not get involved.
It's impossible.
I'm seeing that you could forever distort that guy's face. You can crush his flipping skull in.
Brain damage, everything.
Emmanuel, I can't not, because if I just stand there and just scream, right? And 100% if it is that Steve now has brain damage, God forbid.
God forbid.
I can't sleep again.
Of course not.
I can't sleep again because I did nothing.
Yeah.
Emmanuel, I'd lose my mind.
100%.
Man, I would lose my mind. They would have to kill me. They would have to kill me.
It's crazy.
They will have to kill me.
And this is the position they're putting us in.
Yes.
All the time, All the time. I've not seen the interview, so I don't want to talk too much about it, but what's his name? Richard Tice, the deputy of Farage, Reform Party.
They already started, yeah?
Yeah, they've started.
With England flags and that.
They've started their nonsense, man. So again, I'm not seeing the interview yet, but I have seen like the thumbnail talking about what if they had explosives. Why are we talking about explosives?
You see, and this is why I want people to understand that reform is going to show its ass.
Yeah.
At every single turn, they're going to show its bum. So all those who've run to reform due to the new packaging I need you to understand when people turn around and look at you and frown and scold you for saying that you support reform, this is why.
Yeah.
This is why.
100%. 100%, man. I don't know, man, but like with incidents like this, though, what is next? What is next? You know what I'm saying? Because how does this get better? Because if you say this to one of the elders in our community, who was our age or whatever it may be in the 80s, he's gonna tell you, yeah, but this happened then, you know. And we're seeing it now in 2024. I don't see anything that's gonna make me think this won't be here in 2042. I don't see any difference. This is why I'd say what people might see as outlandish statements as they will never change. They will never change. This is our reality because we live here. And with us seeing that Europe, the West, I mean, that's if people are observing the same things and coming to the same conclusions. If everyone's kind of moving more and more to the right and you're hearing louder voices from the extremists on the right, like we just said, with Tyson, Farage and them, I don't think, in fact, let me not say I don't think they'll come out and support these police officers. Because again, I'm not seeing that clip and the man's already talking about what if they had explosives. So these people, I can't put nothing beyond them. Like, this could be like more prevalent. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh, man. But yes.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen the end of this, though, to be honest.
No, not at all. Not at all. And it'll be interesting to see if this sort of thing is spoken about by the people in government. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of, like, higher-ups. You know what I'm saying? The Home Secretary or, you know what I mean? People within the cabinet. Because this sort of behavior is just not acceptable. At all. At all, at all, at all. And I think it also highlights the need for us to have, like, the grassroots organizations, community institutions as well. Because obviously, that's the only thing that's really going to really protect and represent the people at that level. You know what I'm saying? Because look at the other thing that happened in Leeds as well. And you had people come out. And even this, there were so many people outside of Rochdale police station protesting as well because of this. It's always going to be the people that need to come out and do something. Because again, we can never rely on the government or representatives of the government to have our best interest. We can't. And I don't know how many reminders we need, you know what I'm saying? But we can't rely on these people. This is what's going to happen. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I've seen a few things here and there, and I've not seen anyone really justify this nonsense. Because just looking at the video, similar to the video we saw yesterday of Sonia Massey as well, RIP, I just don't know how a sane, rational thinking human being can justify anything in any of these two videos. I don't understand though.
All right. 100% you wouldn't agree with their justification. But when you came in, I played the Candace Owens clip.
Yeah.
What was she saying about that?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yeah. She was saying something along the lines of, don't let them convince you that the police or something don't like black people. This is just a way to kind of, you know what I mean, like deflect and have you making this a race situation when in reality more white people die from police brutality, etc., etc., etc. All the same nonsense in it.
And why do you think it's race related? Because that's her claim. It's not race related. Why did you not like what you heard from her lips?
Because it was stupidity. As soon as I heard it, what did I say to you? I said, "Who's this idiot? Who's this idiot talking? This Candace Owens?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it's obvious it is though. It's obvious it is. You're not doing this to a white woman who's called you asking for bloody. These people would have sat down and had bloody tea and biscuits with her. That's what they would have done. They said, "Oh, how can I help you?" Like they would have done other things as well. But now this woman is telling you. No, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. But again, I don't put nothing past these organizations, man. These institutions. I don't put nothing past any of the arms of white supremacy. Nothing. But yeah, you're right. I'm glad you reminded me of that. There are going to be people that look like us as well, that I guess think this is just Nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with this is not even bad necessarily, and try and justify why these events even occurred. It's insane.
So moments like this with Candice, when it is that she shows the mask slips again, right? And she shows herself. Are you going to remember it the next time she says something that you align with, and you use her to basically prove a point?
Do you know what the thing is? It's maybe because of just how I see life. I don't see anyone as perfect. I don't see anyone as, they have everything perfect aside. They don't even have, like, I don't see anyone, pardon me, as having, I don't know, the most perfect viewpoints. There's going to be people that you agree with, people that you disagree with. Always. This is why I don't subscribe to any political party like that. Because there's going to be things that I agree with the Tories doing, things I agree with Labour doing, Lib Dems, whatever it may be. So, again, if she's speaking loud and everything about something that I fully agree with, what she may be saying may make perfect sense to me. But in this situation, again, she's talking absolute nonsense about something I believe she's completely wrong about. So I have to also say it in the same way. You know what I mean?
I think I understand what you're saying, right? I think I understand what you're saying. You don't necessarily have to agree with everything that she says, but if she's saying something salient about something you do agree with, then you would use her in an exchange. And I don't know whether it's to present an argument, right? Would the same be said for R. Kelly? If R. Kelly said the same thing Candace Owens said, would you use him as an example in a discussion?
I think it depends, It depends
On
what we're talking about. I probably wouldn't want to draw for him, though.
why?
Just because there's a lot of nonsense around him, to be fair.
See, so the nonsense that isn't associated with the point that you're making is so loud for you, so disgusting, so abhorrent that you don't even want to use him, even though he's saying the exact same thing that Candice is saying, right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to basically pin that, and for other people who don't want to use her, if she's even saying something that they agree with, is because the nonsense that she spouts is too abhorrent for them.
No, don't get me wrong. I get
understand?
it. I fully understand it. But I think sometimes, especially, it depends again on the argument. Look at the stuff that when she had a back and forth with that Jewish guy. I don't see people going to war, like a better term, on those type of
That
views.
is very cheeky. Ramsey, did you hear that? All right.
I don't see people going to war, right? Anyway, I can't help myself, man. I ain't got the energy.
Can you imagine the energy that you have, which is diminished? This is what you're using it for.
No, but I'm saying I don't see people doing that to protect the rights of people against that Jewish guy, for example. Because to me, the rhetoric that Jewish guy and people who think like him was dangerous to everybody else. Why should you police our language and tell us we can't say certain things? You know what I'm saying? Especially if we don't think those things are bad, anti-Semitic, or whatever it may be. And we can justify why we're saying this, right? So if people are not talking as loudly as her in that particular thing that I believe, then that's the voice I'm pretty much going to be like, yeah, you see, I'm glad she's saying this. You know what I mean? But in the same way, if she's loud about something like this particular situation with Sonia Massey, like, I have to also talk up and say, listen, you're talking rubbish, Candice Owens, man. You're talking absolute rubbish. And really, this is something you shouldn't be supporting or even talking about in any sort of way. They've killed that woman for nothing, absolutely nothing. And of course, it's race. The man's an animal. The man is an animal. He hates people. He hates black people. He's white supremacy personified. You know what I'm saying? He just lacks the what's the word? He lacks the polish. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, this is how...
Would you prefer he had the polish, like Farage?
No.
I don't see
at all.
Farage as having the polish at all.
No, but at least Farage...
It's very, very clear for me.
Yeah, but if
Because
police...
I can remember. I have a memory.
Do you know what it is? It's like if Farage was a police officer, yeah, I don't think Farage would kill Sonia Massey, for example. He may make it difficult for her. He may put her in a headlock and all them type of things there. But he will think long about how we can make it rough for people we don't like long term. This guy doesn't have that foresight. This guy is an animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's the worst type. Because
Exactly.
he would climb the ladder and look to pardon all of the brutes that carry out the nasty work. He's the strategist for the KKK. He's the one to tell them how to basically maximize the damage and effect. He's the nastiest of them all. Because the brute will just run right into a wall. At some point in time, he's going to hang himself. Yeah. Right? But that insidious man and his mind, worse. Look what he's done with reform. He's managed to convince people that he wasn't the man he was during the Brexit period.
Yeah.
So, for me, he's worse.
Yeah, I definitely hear it. I hear it. But yeah, man, it's sad, man. Hopefully, the brothers that this happened to, the Asian brothers, they can get justice. Real justice, though. Real compensation, man. And this animal police officer, to me, I think they've already suspended him, right? He should never be allowed to hold a weapon in this country again. He shouldn't be a police officer again. And they need to make real examples of these people. These people need to be making apologies to the families in person and on TV, live on TV. That's the minimum, I think. The maximum stuff, I can't say on the show. I'll be honest with you. In fact, no, I won't say it. But minimum, that's what they need to be doing. Apologizing live on TV. You know what I'm saying? In the same way, if something happened that was worse to the guy who got kicked in the head, and the family would have to come on TV and make a statement and be crying on TV, right? That's pain. The same way this animal needs to be on TV apologizing, man. And yeah, man, other things need to be happening, man. Definitely. But anyway, I guess we can move on from there, man. All right, people. So our next headline takes us to America, where Joe Biden said that his achievements merited a second term in office as he addressed the nation for the first time since stepping back from the presidential race. In a 10-minute address from the Oval Office, Mr. Biden cited Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt as he sought to cement his legacy after almost 4 years in office. He stepped down on Sunday from his home in Delaware, where he was self-isolating with coronavirus. He has now endorsed Kamala Harris as vice president for the Democratic nomination ahead of this year's presidential election. Mr. Biden said, "I believe my record as a president, my leadership in the world, my vision for America's future, all merited a second term. But nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition. So I decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation as the best way to unite our nation." And our next headline is trigger one on this one as well, guys. FBI Director Christopher Wray has said that the gunman who targeted Donald Trump at a campaign rally earlier this month researched the assassination of John F. Kennedy in the days before the shooting. Mr. Wray testified on Wednesday before the House Judiciary Committee about the 13th of July shooting at the Butler, Pennsylvania campaign. Mr. Wray said that on the 6th of July, a week before the shooting, the gunman searched how far away was Oswald from Kennedy. He did it online and registered for the Trump rally. Lee Harvey Oswald, for those who don't know, shot and killed President JFK in 1963. The FBI head said on Wednesday that the agency still does not have a motive for the assassination attempt, but the gunman appears to have become very focused on Trump a week before the shooting. Investigators also found that the government had conducted searches for news articles about other public figures. And next headline, the last one, 500,000 households cancelled their license fee last year, man. It's about the BBC license fee. They cancelled their license fee last year as the BBC struggled to connect with younger audiences drifting away to Netflix and YouTube. Despite substantial investment in youth programming for BBC Sounds at a time when the podcast industry has been expanding, the number of 16 to 34-year-olds using the BBC's audio app flatlined at 590,000. The audience for BBC TV News continued to fall, with just 46% of the British population watching any BBC News or current affairs programming in a given week. Older audiences who grew up in a time where only a few broadcast channels were available remain loyal to the broadcaster, with 96% of people aged 55 and above regularly using BBC services. By a time of financial restraint, the BBC will need to cut traditional broadcast channels enjoyed by older viewers in an attempt to reach the younger audiences who are increasingly switched off. And that's it for our headlines. It's time to pay them bills and go into the People's Journal. All right, people, welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. There isn't much to talk about, to be fair. I just wanted to mention that the government now, obviously it's the Labour government, the new incumbent government, they're set to use British seabed, right, which is owned by the royal family, to build thousands of wind farms, which they hope will power 20 million homes, right? So this is the first major plan that's been announced by Great British Energy, which is the government's new company that we spoke about during the elections, which is aimed to basically increase renewable energy, which will receive £8.3 billion in state funding over the next 5 years. So again, this was part of their manifesto. So it's good to see that something on their manifesto, if you disagree with it or not, has been implemented immediately, pretty much. And so they made a deal with the Crown Estate, which means that the monarchy's land and the property business are going to be leasing the land on which the wind farms can be developed and built, right? So they own the majority of the seabed, as in the Crown Estate. What happened?
The Crown Estate owns the majority of the seabed.
Yep.
Do you understand? Oh, my goodness.
But is that bad, Brent? Can't they own land?
What, in the sea?
The seabed. It's the bed.
The land that the water rests upon.
Yeah, but listen.
Someone has to own it, right?
Someone has, exactly.
Why not the royals, yes?
There you go. But they own the majority of the seabed, which stretches up to 12 nautical miles from the mainland, right? But the Tories said that GB Energy is nothing but a gimmick. They don't believe it. They believe, obviously, this is nonsense and the money will pretty much be a waste. But also just want to remind people that Labour hasn't said it's going to be cheaper for our bills immediately. This is a long-term project. But in the long term, what they're saying, it will be better for the people in the nation. So yeah, long story short, that's what they're going to be doing. Also wanted to mention that shares have dropped in the US and Asia because stocks in AI basically were hit hard, man. This happened yesterday, Wednesday's trading in New York. The S&P 500 lost 2.3%. The Nasdaq fell by 3.6% as well, and the Dow Jones dropped by 1.2%. And like I said, the losses were driven by the major firms, the ones that pretty much control or have the biggest percentage in the S&P, which is Nvidia, Alphabet, Google, basically, Microsoft, Apple, and Tesla as well. And on Thursday, the Nikkei index, which is basically today, because obviously Japan are ahead of us, it fell by 3%. So yeah, so basically all those companies, especially those that relate to AI, they drove like a lot of the gains this year in it. So because of them being hit by this, that's what's brought, I guess, all of these markets down. And the last thing in fact, I've got two more things to mention. Basically, the UK car industry has demanded that drivers need better incentives to buy electric cars. And they most definitely do, especially when we're getting situations like what we mentioned a couple of weeks ago with Sadiq Khan talking about congestion charge being extended to people with electric cars. It's just insane. It's just insane. So 100%, yes. Like, you can't be banning cars that use petrol and all that by 2030, which is the plan of the government, by the way, guys. We spoke about that. And then bringing in cars, electric cars, which are obviously going to be more expensive, and still need to pay congestion and things on top of that as well. So yeah, it's just crazy, man.
Can you imagine he got so vexed that people were using electric cars to beat the quote unquote system? What he suggested, what he suggested that they were looking to work towards for the environment, and then he's like, "Oh,
it's a joke." This is what we have to deal with, man. And this is why we were saying to everyone on the show, again, vote for who you want to vote for, but vote and do something, because at the end of the day, when we find out that 40% of us in London voted, just in general, right? Like 60% of us didn't say anything. Like we could have chose anybody that we wanted to. So Sadiq Khan could have had his position cemented more. Fantastic. But at least you would have done something. Now we're here just thinking, look at what we're going to be subjected to for the next 4 or 5 years. It's a joke.
Question on the screen.
Ooh, okay. Got a question from D. Big up D. Are cryptocurrencies still a thing? Are people still making money? To be fair, the market isn't great, innit? But again, like most things, it depends on what you're investing in. Because markets go up and down, innit? But right now, most people would say there's definitely what do you call it, a bear market, innit?
Yes, cryptocurrencies are still a thing. Plenty of people are making money.
Yeah, no, but
crypto.
but definitely not like it was before. Like the markets are not going up and up and up. You know what I'm saying? They've kind of just stagnated.
I don't know if it is that she's asking if there is a dip right now. I think she's asking, is it still a thing?
Yeah, 100%. 100%, yeah. And to be fair, it's not financial advice. It will continue to be a thing, especially when governments are looking to buy Bitcoin and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, stay woke, guys. At the end of the day, to be fair, you don't know if a government will create their own cryptocurrency or invest in Bitcoin, innit? But again, long story short, yeah, cryptocurrency is definitely still a thing. Are people making money? It depends on what you're invested in. But yeah, there's definitely opportunities, like in most markets, to be fair. And the last thing I wanted to mention is apparently the Treasury has denied that copper coins are to be phased out. You know what I'm saying? This is because recently they ordered that no new 1p's and 2p's are going to be minted this year, innit? So people are thinking, wait a minute, why are you not minting no coins this year? It's because you're gradually trying to phase them out. But yeah, a spokesperson spoke about it and basically said, no, that's not the case. We're not scrapping 1p's or 2p coins or anything like that. It's just that the lack of orders were due to there being enough coins in circulation, pretty much. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it for the People's Journal, guys. Guess we can move on to our headlines.
Before we do, we have an update from our brother Herbie.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna obviously read anything, but he sent in an email with pictures. Alright, so tomorrow, when the girls are in, I'm going to show them the email, and we will review our takes on the initial advice ask. But we've got the pictures. All right. Last headlines.
All right, people. Last set of headlines. Stormzy has pleaded guilty to driving a Lamborghini with illegally tinted windows.
Sorry. Dee says thank you. Maybe she was talking about NFTs. So the world in which we live in is a bit different than the NFT world. It's booming over there. People are still buying a whole set of crap. Once there's money to be made in anything, there are going to be hustlers there. There are going to be people who are chances, and they're going to be losers.
Mm-hmm.
NFTs are still kicking off, but not in the mass adoption way that it was when everybody wanted to take part in it. So can you describe the pictures, Brent? Like audio description. You see, I'm not the type of person who believes that because one person said a particular thing, for example, Brent, don't show pictures, it's unfair, it's unjust, it's bad mind. I'm not the type of person who, if somebody else says the next time around, hey, I want to see the pictures, I'm not the type of person to say, but you guys were basically getting on to be involved in this, that, and the next. So I'm assuming Maggie didn't, you know, she didn't show any sort of disgust when I was there screaming, I need evidence, I need context, right?
All right.
Because this is very loud for Maggie.
Let's assume,
very
let's
loud.
assume that.
She's stopping just before saying, I beg you put it up. I beg you put it up. Because I can be very descriptive with these pictures. I'm also interested in how Esther and Gina sees this, because in my head, I think I know what immediately they're going to think. Immediately. I've already shown him man in the pictures, and he he said what he had to say, but obviously you guys didn't hear because there was a video playing at the time. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm definitely not going to show the pictures. I'm definitely not going to do that because he sent it in confidence, and he hasn't said, Brent, you can show the pictures. Hey, Herbie, if you want me to show the people the pictures, you tell me. But this is not me encouraging you to do it. This is not me forcing you to do it, coercing you to do it. It's all on you, brother. Right? If you, Mr. Herbie, want them to know some of our valid community members, right? Then you let me know. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Yeah, but we will still look to readdress the dilemma, seeing as we have new information. Don't worry, we'll do it tomorrow. But until it is, I get that little green light from Herbie. Only the people in this studio will be able to see it.
There you go. All right. So, headlines. Like I said, Stormzy has pleaded guilty to driving a Lamborghini with illegally tinted windows. The star rapper also faces trial in October for allegedly using a handheld mobile phone while driving a Rolls Royce. The front two windows in the Lamborghini Urus let 4% of light through, but the legal requirement is to let a minimum of 70% through, making them dark enough to involve a danger of injury to any person. That's what it says on the documents. So the charge sheet also said he indicated a guilty plea on Wednesday to using the vehicle in Surrey, Kingston upon Thames, about 2:45 in the afternoon, October 17th last year. Yeah, the case was adjourned until October 16th this year. Next headline, and 18 people, trigger warning, sad news, man. 18 people were killed after a plane crashed and caught fire while it was taking off from Nepal's capital, Kathmandu. The pilot, who's currently receiving treatment in the hospital, is the only survivor of Wednesday's fatal accident after being rescued from the burning wreckage. The Surya Airlines flight was carrying 17 company employees, including technical staff, as well as 2 crew members. It was bound for the Himalayan tourism hub of Pokhara in the country's west. Sad news, man. And our last headline, twice yearly shots used to treat AIDS were 100% effective in preventing new infections in women. So the drug companies behind this says that it's waiting for results of testing in men before seeking permission to use it to protect against the infection. The results in women were published on Wednesday, July 24th, yesterday, in the New England Journal of Medicine. The study was conducted on about 5,000 young women and girls in South Africa and Uganda. The shots made by the US drug maker Gilead are notably approved in the US and Europe, but only as a treatment for HIV. And then in the statement last month, Gilead also said that it was too early to say how much Sunlenca, which is basically the name of the drug, Because basically it has different names in different places. But anyway, Sri Lanka would cost for prevention in the poorer countries. So yeah, it's too early to say, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's it for our headlines. It's time to pay them bills and move on to the reaction. All right, people. So, welcome to the reaction. There isn't much to talk about, but the first thing I want to mention is about the two-time Olympic gold medalist, Andy Murray. He's withdrawn from the men's singles, man, at the Paris Olympics. You guys obviously know he's kind of retired anyway from tennis. He's retiring after the Olympics anyway, and instead he's going to be focusing on the men's doubles with Dan Evans. So this is going to be his last tournament. He had undergone surgery to remove a spinal cyst and decided to prioritize the doubles tournament. Murray had previously won Olympic gold in singles and silver in mixed doubles. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Andy Murray. Brent, how do you rate Andy Murray? I don't want to be disrespectful to him at all, but how do you rate him?
He did extremely well when the Olympics were in London. I mean, he won Wimbledon. Do you understand? And that's all you need in life. You could have retired then. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because Andy Murray was he was an almost there, innit? He was supposed to be the great UK hope. But he would always kind of fall short. But winning Wimbledon when it's in your back.
Yep.
So what's the saying? The back door? No, not the back door. what's the saying?
Backyard?
Backyard. That is it. When it's in your backyard, my friend, retire. That accolade alone is enough.
Yeah, but to be, again, I agree with you.
He brought it home. Isn't Wimbledon like a?
Wimbledon, yeah, but that's every year, and that's
It's like a British thing.
Yeah, it's probably the
home of
biggest
tennis,
one. Yeah,
right?
It's the biggest thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the home of tennis, right?
Yeah.
England's home of tennis.
No, Wimbledon.
England's home of tennis.
Oh no, by England. But Wimbledon.
But Wimbledon is up there though.
Yeah, it's the main thingy, man. That everyone wants to win.
Yeah, it's
You know
up
what I mean?
there.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because, again, no disrespect, I'm not trying to belittle his achievement at all, right? But the elites have won Wimbledon more than once, innit? So people like
No, but I told you he's not there
Okay,
with the Federers
okay.
and like I said, he would give them a good run for their money, right? But he would never, ever consistently bang them. That's not who Andy Murray is.
Yeah.
I guess it could be compared to England in football. It's almost there.
Yeah. And to be fair, he's won stuff, innit? Like you're saying. Remember Tim Henman?
Yeah.
He was the epitome of, again, no disrespect to him, but he didn't win nothing.
Epitome of mediocrity.
No. Almost there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? So to be fair, Andy Murray, I think, has a better record than Tim Henman.
Was Andy Murray Scottish?
Yeah. Well, he is.
And they tried
Scottish.
to... No, what I'm saying is that they tried to claim that it was an England thing,
Yeah,
innit?
can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Tried to claim it was an England thing.
Imagine.
I mean, I'm also guilty of that. That's what I was just saying just now, innit? He brought it home. He didn't.
Amazing. British is, you know. You might as
Yeah,
well.
the way the Brits used to treat the Scots and probably still do now. Yeah, the
Yep.
Scots should say, no, sorry. This is not.
I think Murray himself spoke about that, you know. Said that when he's won, he's British.
But
When he's
he's
lost, he's
Scottish.
Scottish. Yeah.
Scottish.
It is what it is, Murray. Happens to us every day. Next thing I wanted to mention, you know, Arsenal played it against Bournemouth in the pre-season friendly in LA. Yeah. Guess what the score was?
I don't know.
Well, it went to penalties.
Why are you laughing?
Because why is it going to penalties?
Our full
Don't
team's
get
not
me
there.
wrong.
I don't know
Of
what
course,
you're doing.
of course
I don't know
not.
what you're doing right now. I don't know what you're doing.
That is true. I'm being bad.
The same way I didn't rejoice when it is that we beat was it Leighton Orient that we played the other day?
Oh, we play later already?
Yeah. It was the other day. This is before we went on
On the tour.
the excursion.
Yeah, well, Fabio Vieira, he gave Arsenal the lead. Is he good?
Fabio Vieira. Yeah, but he hasn't turned up for us. Well, he hasn't been playing, so I don't know if that's fair either. But yeah, he's cool.
Okay. And then yes, he gave Arsenal the lead, and then Semenyo equalised at Bournemouth. Then long story short, went to penalties, man, and Arsenal beat them 5-4 on penalties. By the way, yeah, and I didn't know this obviously. You know Bournemouth's kit is designed by Michael B. Jordan.
Is it?
Yeah, the actor. Maybe it's just this year, innit? But yeah, man, it's been designed by them. I don't know. He's linked to them. Maybe he owns some shares in the company or something. I ain't too sure. But yeah, man, he designed their kit.
Sorry, I've just been asked if I've seen the video of Charlotte
Ah,
Jardine.
yeah. I've not seen the video, but we spoke about that yesterday. That's the woman who's now bowed out of the Olympics.
Oh, because she got messed up by a horse?
No, she be up though. But, allegedly. Allegedly she was disciplining the horse, innit? So there was, you know why people like animals and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
That's why they like the police officers. But anyway, so this is why she's now come out and said, oh, sorry for that. It happened 4 years ago, something like that,
4 years ago?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Trigger warning, animal cruelty.
Allegedly.
There's a video I saw on X, a few weeks ago of some Asian man disciplining an elephant. Yeah. And he was moving as though it was just any regular day. He didn't clock that elephant. Said, no, today I'm not. I'm not having it. So the elephant folded him up,
Can you imagine?
stepped on him, right, and crushed all his bones.
Oh, serious?
Nah, it was mental. I'm thinking everybody's seen this video by now. Right, proper folding him up. Like he was just a wibbly wobbly afterwards, and then the elephant then picked him up with the trunk, and then wibbled him. And wobbled him and then dropped him. He was saggy.
Serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
man.
He proper folded him up.
Oh, man.
I don't know why these people move like these beasts can't just turn around and just finish them.
And elephants they got the highest murder rate.
What?
Yeah.
Highest murder rate in the jungle, yeah?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man.
Repeat
Someone
offenders.
Someone corroborate this, please. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure if it's
let
the
me-
African elephant or
Let
the
me
Asian one.
Ask ChatGPT, what am I saying? Which animal has killed more human beings?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All right.
Pretty sure it's the elephant, man. Is it the hippo? No, it's the elephant. I'm pretty sure it's the elephant.
I know hippos are dangerous.
You'd be surprised, man.
All right, so here we go. The animal responsible for the most human deaths annually is the mosquito. Mosquitoes are vectors for various deadly diseases, including malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, and yellow fever. I want to know. Let me ask them a different question.
Or just say, do elephants kill the most human beings?
Only on TDA, people. Only on TDA. Elephants are not the animals that kill the most human beings.
Okay.
While they are responsible for several hundred human deaths each year, they do not come close to the numbers attributed to mosquitoes. We know that. Elephants can be dangerous due to their size and strength, especially if they feel threatened or provoked. Incidents typically occur in regions where humans and elephants coexist, such as parts of Africa and Asia. However, the death toll from elephant encounters is much lower compared to the diseases spread by mosquitoes. Other animals also pose significant risk to humans. Snakes responsible for tens of thousands of deaths annually due to venomous bites. And dogs, particularly in areas with rabies, dogs can cause thousands of deaths annually. That's more than the elephants.
Okay. When I just googled it now, and apparently it's in the top 10 though. And hippos is there, and elephants apparently 500 deaths per year. But yeah, crocodiles apparently 1,000. You got roundworms in there, 2,500. Scorpions 2,600. Assassin bugs, can you imagine? You got the viper, like you said, 138,000 deaths. Freshwater snails, 200,000. Yeah, man. Apparently, yeah. It says this is because they're host to deadly parasites. In particular, the parasitic flatworms. And then, can you imagine? Humans. Humans are there, 431,000 deaths per year. But number 10, the highest, mosquitoes. So imagine, we're battling with mosquitoes. But yeah. The last thing I wanted to mention in the reaction is, remember what's her name? Paula Radcliffe. She's like a legendary marathon world champion for the UK. She's come out and she's had to apologize, man. She said she's very sorry for wishing a convicted, trigger warning, guys. Sorry, trigger warning. She says she's very sorry for wishing a convicted rapist who's competing at the Olympics the best of luck. So yeah, man, a guy by the name of Steven van der Velde, who was named in the Netherlands beach volleyball squad for Paris 2024. So again, in the Olympics coming up. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison back in 2016 after pleading guilty to raping a 12-year-old British girl.
Wait a minute. So he's not only a rapist.
No.
He's a pedophile.
For sure.
And he's playing for Paris volleyball?
No, he's playing in that. Yeah, he's playing for Netherlands.
Netherlands?
Yeah, in the
goodness.
beach volleyball squad.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
Can you imagine? So yeah, man. So yeah, the man served only 12 months of his 4-year sentence. Yeah, and then
explain that to me. Explain to me how weed
can you imagine
possession carries years, right? And this guy raped a 12-year-old girl.
God forbid.
And he didn't even spend the entirety of his sentence behind bars.
It's insane. He did a year, you know. Yeah. It's a joke. It's just a joke.
Like, what is it? Did he get out because of good behavior? Like,
how is he demonstrating good behavior? There ain't no girls in there to even be around him to even say, oh, you know, I stayed away, guys. This is disgusting.
You see, this is where my conspiracy mind goes. Because I'm then thinking it's probably the ring. The ring. Who probably judges and those responsible for looking at his appeal or whatever, and saying, yeah, he's learned his lesson. Let's release him.
It's not like he's part of the ring, though. So why are you looking out for somebody's part of the ring? You just carry out the same activities.
Wait, you're asking me why do wicked people wicked?
No, I'm saying if the judges, who are part of this ring, like, want to let him off, like, why though?
Maybe he basically. So in my head, again, I might be absolutely chatting was right. Before they get nicked, they are part of a network.
Okay.
And this network basically jokes each other off, right? They meet, they connect over vile things, they help each other out, and they swear to some oath, right? And that oath means if I'm in power in a particular place of influence, I'll make sure that I can basically bring you home. Do you understand? Because we have a bond. Just like how army men go out to war and they form like a bond that can't be broken, even after it's finished. They have a bond because they bond with nastiness. Do you understand? And that is bigger than any and stronger than any other bond because it's
100%.
pure evil. Do you understand? So I can't see raped 12-year-old, convicted, guilty, 4 years, Cool. But you don't even serve the 4 years. Not only that, you come out and you're able to go on a hobby. Not just hobby, but go and perform for your country. So people could basically praise you.
Can you imagine?
People could go and praise you.
Oh, man.
Mental.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. But yeah, 12 years old, man. What is this? What are we doing? Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for the reaction, man.
Somebody asked me what do I think about Emil Smith Rowe possibly leaving. He's not getting games. Arteta doesn't trust him. For whatever reason, he's not getting games. So the same with Nketiah, the same with Nelson. If you're not being used, and the same with Fabio Vieira, by the way. If you're not being used, if it is that you don't fit within the system, why we keeping you here?
Yeah.
Why are we keeping you here? I'm not really losing sleep over it. I asked the question. I'm not losing sleep over it at all. Yes, he's an academy player, just like how Nketiah was, and just like a boy Saka. But sorry, I'm not losing sleep over it. Not losing sleep.
Brent,
Yo.
Herbert's in the chat, man.
Who?
Herbert.
Oh, Mr. Herbie.
He's there, man.
Let's see what Mr. Herbie is saying. Brent, I sent you my pictures on email. What's your advice? So, Mr. Herbert, I want to serve you better and best, right? And in order to do that, we need as many people on this task as possible. And tomorrow, we're going to have more people than we have today. But I guess, Emmanuel, you can give him your high level.
What now?
I don't think we heard your opinion when he sent his dilemma. You weren't here.
No.
All right, so...
I need to know it, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I don't know it.
All right, what day was that?
Was it this week?
It was Monday.
Okay.
So let me see. It was either Monday or Friday.
Okay.
But where do we keep our old files?
Let me check it now. TDA. No, the day after archive. What's that? All right, let me check. Friday.
Somebody emailed me asking me if they can still invest. Yes. I know we're not repeating it every single intro. I don't know if that's a feeling on my behalf or not, but yes, you can invest. The link is still active. We announced it when it is that we started the coalition founder campaign videos. Obviously, it's going to be louder once it is that we announce the live show and whatnot, but we're going to have our own little announcement for that. Don't worry about that. I might have some exciting news for our investors going forward. This Friday, we're going to be having a little shake leg thing at the Ned. We might be having a residency at the Ned. So we might be having a club night every single month. And we want to look to extend that exclusive invitation, invite only, to our investors. So please stay tuned. Next month, this may be you and me in the vault. Boogie, 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 boogie. Man. Anyway.
I found it.
All right. So let's read out the dilemma so that Emmanuel could basically have a lash at it.
All right. So, do I have to accept I'm ugly and is really being insecure a bad thing? So, hello, friends. I'm Herbert. I'm 23. I'm from the Netherlands. I moved to England in the summer of 2019, just before COVID, to do uni over here, and it's been great. I managed to get a degree in economics, the best you can get. I've got a good job over here and haven't moved back since. I can speak 2 languages, Dutch and English. I feel like my life is at a good stable point and place, yet there's one part that isn't as fulfilled as I would like it, and that's my love life. Matter of fact, it's virtually non-existent. I've always struggled getting girls because I've always been the nerdy type. I think I can accept that I'm not the best looking person, and I pretty much struggle to get a yes from girls I approach because I'm ugly to them. And to be honest, I've never been approached by a woman, so I know I'm not handsome. I'm 5'6", but I can't do anything about my height. What do I do? Do I just have to accept that because I'm ugly or not good looking? I'm going to have to suffer for the foreseen, or I guess maybe saying for the
Foreseeable
foreseen future. Yeah. When it comes to the initial stages of finding a potential partner, is that just a harsh truth I'm going to have to face? People may say I'm insecure, and I probably am. I think it's okay to feel insecure, and I think everyone does it. It's a normal human feeling. People feel insecure about how they look, what they have, how their life is, etc. But I don't give off the energy to my friends and family and close ones around me because I don't want them to know so they can pity me. Brent, you can say my name. And no, I will not send my pics, LOL. I know Brent will ask me for that. Yes, I am black. I'm half Cameroonian, half Ghanaian. Big up you lot every day, Herb. And then there was a context that he added, right? The next day, which was on the Friday. And then, because obviously you guys obviously responded to that, right? So he says, thanks, guys. Ramsey was right. In the Netherlands, there's no problem calling people ugly, or should I say where I'm from. However, in England, people are more sensitive. I did semi-agree with people's comments, for example. Liking people that like you is seen as settling. Maybe you could repeat my dilemma for Emmanuel, Marks, and Gina another day. By the way, there's a reason I don't have a social presence because of how I look. So having dating apps and knowing I'm rejected off of my looks might ruin my self-esteem. I also don't want to be those guys that people laugh at because they think they're good looking and move like it, but really and truly they're not. Women can be brutal. I've seen group chats. Blessings. Man, this is sad. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And obviously, you have the benefit of seeing the pictures. I mean, you
Yeah.
never had the benefit of seeing
You're exaggerating, man. Not in that he's doing it on purpose or whatever. But if I'm reading this, I wouldn't think that's how you look. If I'm being honest, you can get girls, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You may not necessarily get, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But you're not like, nah, man. Like you're doing yourself a big disservice. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you're 23, economics degree, speak 2 languages. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. This is just one of them situations where I think you're just young and you want certain things before your time. A lot of people, yeah, believe it or not, a lot of people, and Brent, tell me what you think about this as well, reach their prime when they hit 30 something, when they get the most girls or the most men. When you're 23 and you don't know what you're doing and you think, nah, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you, Herb. One of the things that, and it's not a big thing, but one of the things that stood out to me in your pictures is the quality of the pictures. The quality is holding you back, man. Just, you know what I mean? Get yourself a nice Samsung S22 or something, take a picture, and it will look better. But long story short, man, nah, man, like, you have no reason to feel like the way you're coming across in this, to be honest with you. And you're young as well. Like, there's just so many, I don't know, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. I don't think you need to be saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to settle, I'm ugly, what should I do? Is it just something I need to face? I don't think that's the case, honestly. I really don't think that's the case. Like, yeah, I don't even know what else to say, to be honest with you. Yeah, maybe, obviously, when we discuss this tomorrow with the girls, then we can get into a bit more, but yeah, man, like, you've got so many other things to offer as well. Like, you're an intelligent guy. Like, trust what I'm saying to you. And you may not want to hear this now, innit? But in a few years, all them traits about you that's positive are going to be the things that matter. Trust what I'm saying to you. Right now, when people don't know what they want in life, you may not have the things they care about. But who really cares about superficial things when real life starts to occur? You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I'm going to say to you.
All right, so Herbert, I think Antonia asked you if you give permission to show your pictures, and you responded by just @ing her, right? I don't know what that means. So I would like you to answer Antonia's question so that I can be guided.
Yeah.
So again, I know this is a 10-second delay. Herbert, are you giving me permission to show your pictures so that the community have context?
But I want to help my brother out. Yeah, listen. If you're okay with it, Herbert, yeah, take a better picture and send it tomorrow. Because I feel like it's gonna factor in, Brent. I feel like it will.
I have just to take on all of this.
Okay.
I understand your sincere ask,
Yeah.
but I don't believe Herbert is able to take any recent images
Okay.
and send it. This is my theory, right?
All right. Cool.
You know, my mind is always show pictures and pixel out face, maybe. How is that going to be beneficial?
They don't do nothing, man.
How is that going to be beneficial? You see people like Babiel, handsome mother effers who they're getting compliments left, right, and center after work. You see, I hate when they say, no, don't share it, man. Brother.
No, but Brent, you know, again, no disrespect to Babiel at all. But Babiel may relate to him in that when he was much younger, he wasn't what he is now.
It's impossible.
You never know. You never know.
My friend, 100%, Babiel now doesn't look like he looked like 20 years ago.
Precisely.
But that's irrelevant.
No, but you never know because what
The
I'm saying to you,
comparison here,
yeah,
my friend, it's like apples and then there's like iPhones.
Brent,
It's not even the same fruit.
Brent, I seen a picture the other day. Yeah,
Of Babiel? Have you seen Babiel?
Yeah, remember I saw him the other day.
Cool, blimey, mate. Now that's a handsome man.
This guy.
He's got such a peaceful temperament too.
Do you know what it is, Brent? I seen a picture of one guy on Instagram. You guys might have seen it as well. He's a model now. Yeah, they showed pictures of him when he was working, I think in Nigeria, like in a regular restaurant. Let's just say Mr. Biggs or something. Uniform. Nobody would look at him and think, oh, good looking. Few years later, man's on the runway doing all sorts of stuff.
Nah, don't go on as though you are suggesting that all models look wavy. No, it's a lot of times it's the features that are on display.
100%, but it's still attractive features though. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
You get what I'm trying to say.
oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? But so what I'm trying to say is, it might not be a thing where, because there's loads of people that's good looking now, that if you find their pictures from when they was in, I don't know, college and stuff, they wasn't getting, you know what I'm saying? But then they got a beard, then they got, you know what I'm saying? And it now made sense.
I want to focus on my theory because this is a bit, it's going to edge me a bit, right?
All right.
So, Herbert, Emmanuel has asked you if you can take a picture today and send it via email. Now, I believe he can't.
Well, to be fair to him, for those who's not in the chat, he said he's got the same phone since 2016. So, you know what I'm saying? I believe if he had a better phone, that would add to the thingy. Because I feel like it add, I don't want to give away too much. That's why. In fact, Brent, meet the mic, please. Let me say something.
Hold up.
All right.
Creatives.
Is I'm muted now, yeah?
Yes, I'm muted.
All right. I'm not going to say what Brent's theory is, but if it's that theory, I'm going to be annoyed. I promise you, I'm going to be annoyed. Yeah, I'm going to go off homework, guys. But Herbert, man, if you can.
Oh, apparently he said yes. Let me see.
Exactly.
No.
Chizuka's right.
No. Yeah, he said
Was he
yeah.
saying yes too?
But he could be saying yes to I was sending Emmanuel a picture.
Okay, cool. Hasn't sent
So
Brent the
that's
picture.
that's not confirmation. People don't do that. Don't do that. Sally, you're a very bad mind. There's no evidence that he said. Oh, Antonio also said he said yes. No. There's no evidence.
Sally, behave, man. Just because you got 8 packs. Come on, man, behave.
Oh my goodness. Imagine Sally. Sally was supposed to send me a video of that same campaign thing I asked people to send me videos for.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. He tried to basically
didn't do
say he hasn't done it. No. A big motivational speaker, not afraid of the camera, hasn't sent the video. May your day be well. May your day be well.
But yeah, Herb, make it clear, man. Are you sending new pictures for tomorrow on a new phone? Get one of your friends to do it on there, upgraded something? Or are you saying we can show these pictures? Make it clear.
Herbert says he got acne, he can't take a pic. I'm telling you my theory.
Okay, Brent. Listen. I promise you, I'm gonna try and get more energy, guys, this evening. And if I listen, hey, I don't want to be annoyed tomorrow, man. If Brent's theory is right, I'm telling you. But anyway, all right, cool, man. I guess we can wrap up that there, right?
Time for the wrap up.
All right, people. Thank you for tuning in and enjoying the show. Remember, today we spoke about Tom Tugendhat and a bunch of other people from the Tory party looking to replace Rishi Sunak as a Tory leader. We also spoke about Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and his decision to fight against the intrusion from the tabloid press. And of course, we went into topic of the day about the horrible police brutality that we witnessed in Manchester Airport Terminal 2, where a police officer decided it was a good idea to kick somebody in the head. Defenseless man with hands by his side on the floor in the head, and stamp on his head and knee him in the back as well. We also went on to speak about Biden and how he believes that, his political record deserved him getting a second term. Also spoke about the fact that the man who was killed, a 20-year-old who tried to assassinate Trump, actually was spending the week prior searching online for JFK assassination details. With regards to, the economy as well, we spoke about the fact that 500,000 households now have cancelled their BBC license fees. You know what I mean? We spoke about the stocks going down. We spoke about the fact that the Treasury are not going to be minting 1p and 2p coins. Apparently there's enough in circulation. Stormzy as well, good brother, pled guilty to driving a Lamborghini with illegally tinted windows. That case has been adjourned until October 16th. And our prayers go out to the family of the people who passed away in the crash in Nepal. Of course, we spoke about the situation with Arsenal beating Bournemouth, you know what I'm saying, on penalties. It was a tough fight. It was a tough match, man.
And we got over the line, though.
But we got over the line, you know what I'm saying? And of course, Paula Radcliffe has come out to apologise for basically wishing good luck to a convicted rapist who is now part of the beach volleyball team playing for Netherlands in the Paris Olympics, which will be starting on the weekend, and who, when he was 19 years old, raped a 12-year-old girl. Sick, absolutely sick. Thank you once again, guys, for tuning in. We're going to have a good show tomorrow. Going to have the girls back. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we're going to have Herb. I hope so, anyway. For your good. For your good. Herb, don't disappoint me, I'm telling you. But, yeah.
How is Herb not going to disappoint you? He's not sending the picture.
Listen, acne or not, remember, we don't need to show. In fact, this is what we'll do. We don't need to show none of the pictures. If you want us to show pictures, we can show the first 3 that you sent. Just for the benefit of those in the room, send us an updated shot. Forget the acne. The girls won't mind. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the other pictures. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to start to believe what Brent's saying. And, yeah.
And I have acne right now. And the girls don't mind watching my face.
There you go. Is that Herb talking? Calling.
No, that's just
course it's
Sally. Call back, Sally. It's always a double call thing. Good morning.
Hello.
Yo, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone?
Don't shout because I asked you for something. You said you would do it and you haven't done it. So.
Oh, you know what? I had a hectic weekend and I completely forgot. Is it too late? Because I can record it, send it today.
It's too late. It's too late. I mean, I've already.
Oh, it's too late.
The video's already done, and I would have wanted to have your face involved in it, because you don't shut it down the place.
Oh, that's a shame, man. I'm sorry about that.
That's
I really missed it.
Not forgiven.
But yeah, I was just calling in just in case you guys missed in the chat. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware. But Herbert said, peace. He's got a bounce piece, but you can show the chat his pictures.
I'm gonna leave this up to Emmanuel, to be honest, because my theory, I don't mind showing these pictures, but I don't know if it's
You're not gonna hate me, man. I'm against showing it because if Brent's right, yeah.
What kind of theory could this be?
Yeah, the mic was muted. I don't know why you think I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, man. So the only way it gets shown is if Herb. So yeah, in fact, guys, get onto Herb. Encourage Herb.
No, but he's already said in the chat you can show the pictures.
No, but what I'm saying is the only way we can do it is if Herb shows a new picture of himself. We don't need to show the new picture online, but we will show these pictures now if he shows us a new picture of himself. Mm-hmm. Then calm. Okay. Then we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone listening, we've got a task.
Exactly. Herb, join the Discord. Sally, join the Discord. You're not in the Discord, are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm in the Discord already.
Oh, is it? Okay, sick. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Okay. Well, anyway, everyone, have a fantastic day, man.
You too.
Later.
Blessings of prosperity. Okay, yeah, speak to you. Take care. Bye.
Keep talking.
All right. So, yes.
All right, that's it for the day.
That's it, man. Tune in tomorrow, guys, where we will be on episode 550. 550,
550.
I feel like a lot of you guys are not sharing the video. I'm not going to lie. Share the video, guys. Like the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend as well. Mm-hmm. And join us tomorrow, man. Mm-hmm. Peace.
Later.